Welcome back to Miracle Mask, part 21.
And this is basically honest. This is gonna be the day. Don't mind us if we sound a bit grumpy, because this is being a day where we constantly have to restart parts because of
Skype.
No, actually, this time it wasn't Skype. Believe it or not, this time it was actually outside interference.
Yes.
Let's just say
unfortunately, Shira is one of those poor cursed people that has a Mac.
Turns out cats can steal headphones. I wasn't even aware of that.
Well, they like things that they can chase.
By the way, I love.
And actually, Pedro, kleptomaniac cats. That's actually apparently a real thing. Go figure.
By the way,
yes, it is.
Okay.
The ironic thing is, as this is an Egyptian section, the ancient Egyptians used to worship cats.
This time, though.
By the way,
yes, Darkstar, we learned that from the Catwoman movie.
By the way, I love Layton's drawing in the bottom screen. It looks adorable.
Yeah,
Going
so
on
cheap.
what Joe said, there was actually a cat in American news that was stealing stuff from people's houses in one street.
Ah, yeah, I remember that news report.
Oh, nice.
The Phantom Cat!
I could say
A
the same
literal
to
cat
you, you know.
burglar.
And stop calling me Hirsch. It sounds like hearse. That's a funeral vehicle, you disrespectful
what?
shit.
But in other cases, it sounds like Hershey.
You're calling
like
me
the
a
candy.
funeral vehicle.
All
well,
right.
actually, I meant to name you after the candy. You know,
You
the
called
Hershey's.
me a funeral vehicle. So
Hershey's
shut up
chocolate.
and get the puzzle done.
But that's Hers. You're missing an H. Bad
Basic-
pronunciation.
Okay,
No,
okay,
it doesn't.
okay, break
It
it
may
up,
be
you guys.
British.
Break it up, you two.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically, Darkstar, every time I
Layton,
move...
it's a metaphor for how your crazed life is going to lead you.
Basically, Darkstar,
That
every
too.
time I move, every time I make a step, the mummies do a step too. So basically, I have to try my best to either reach the button before they get me, or drop them into holes.
Oh no, where did he go? It's not. He turned left. We can't turn
Also,
left.
this dungeon music reminds me so much of Rogue
Don't
Galaxy. I know it's the
miss
same composer,
ever.
but the style particularly reminds me.
Ha! How
So-
exhilarating. This is how every expedition should be.
So what you're telling me, Teo, is that I can count you in as another fan of Tomohito Nishihiro?
I guess.
Certainly
Sure.
exciting, but on the whole, I think I prefer somewhat quiet.
Return the slab.
Yeah.
Come now, Herschel. Without a bit of danger, you never really feel alive.
And without
Just ask
danger,
my
I
friend
probably,
Lee.
I probably won't be dead.
And I think you're starting to enjoy the danger too. You can't fool me.
What are you
You
talking
think
about,
you
Randall?
believe
You're like that
I
adrenaline
was
junkie from
born
GTA
in
5. What happened to him?
Depends.
But Herschel, this is
Okay.
a fantasy
Well,
world.
what now?
I can't die.
Puzzle
Sure
chamber
about
3.
that.
Okay.
Positive.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Basically...
Ah, locked again.
Can we jump? Yes.
There's a switch and a lever. Strange. Presumably we'll need to use both.
Okay.
The real problem is how do we get up there? Both the switch and the lever seem to be out of reach.
Well, we could jump unless we're operating off Captain
Booby traps.
No,
Booby traps, Herschel. Booby
There's no
traps.
such
Herschel.
thing as jumping in video games.
Remember, Herschel, we're operating on 2D Zelda logic here.
But that's so... whatever.
That's preposterous.
Whoa, a boulder just came crashing down. Maybe we can use that to get to the lever.
I'm not even kidding, Darkstar.
Hang
One
on,
of my
is this
favorite
all I'm going to be...
lines,
Am I...
What's
only
gone
going
into
to
you?
talk in
Would you
and
stop
grunts?
uttering
There you go.
monosyllabic grunts
once,
and help me out here?
once again, Dwibs, the rider is ahead of you.
Oh my god, yep.
Every time,
So yeah, they are comparing him to Link.
every time, it's like, I love how every time Dwibs tries to put something in the game, Hino himself pulls an objection. Oh, but don't you see, Dwibs? I'm aware of that, and I'm gonna
I'm
put it out right
completely
now.
aware of my thing.
Damn
It's like
you.
it's-
We are going to break the fourth wall.
Brilliant. We can get through now.
Do 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 do.
Wait, oh, so I
Yep,
didn't go,
pretty much.
then?
Okay.
You disappoint me.
Okay, moving on.
Next
Ooh.
chamber.
Ooh, a treasure there in the hole. Let's see what it is.
I'm not quite sure that's a...
Hint
Oh.
coin.
Hint coin.
Oh, for a
Okay.
second, I thought it was going
See, I told you it was.
We'll just
That was
go
a big
to
hint
trap.
coin.
Level
Anyway,
B4.
Darkstar, one of my favorite lines so far. Oh wait, that dialogue.
We're deep in the bowels of the earth now. I wish Henry could come with us. He'd have loved it down here.
Meanwhile,
he's too busy.
so
No,
like
he's too busy
creepy
trying to
places.
bonk your. He's too busy trying to bonk your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Henry
meanwhile,
had to stay behind to perform his duties and cover her ass. I mean, our escape.
meanwhile, Henry's consoling Angela back at home, and then of course going back.
All the while trying to hide the detonator in his pocket or something.
So the real plot
Okay,
is he murdered Randall to get his girlfriend.
Hold on, this is kind of important, so allow me. Basically, what they're saying is that Henry actually, as a kid, abandoned, left school so he could focus on his training as a butler, because basically he was trained by the actual adult butlers, so he could actually become the next butler. Basically, he left school so he could become the butler for the Hascott household. Why exactly? Well, we'll have to figure it out later.
Well, at least you're here, Hirsch.
Stop
and we
calling
can take
me
back
that.
the wild tales of our incredible adventures.
I
Look,
am
it's
not
after the
your
Hirsch
dad.
talk.
Days of Laytonia.
There, Layton.
We have to find something amazing, if only for Henry and Angela's sake.
Let's press on then, shall we?
Yes.
let's-
Yes, shall we?
I think we best be fast. I think. Sorry, what's your friend's name again?
Henry.
I think Henry's already making plans with your girl. I mean, with your life.
Oh, hold on, we're about to get one of the high points of this dungeon. I love this room.
Whoa, the room ahead looks enormous. It must contain something interesting. Let's go and see.
You
Sure,
really like
let's charging
something
guns
fake,
blazing.
don't you?
Yes. Wait, shouldn't we check for any possible dangers?
No. We go in guns
Oh, what
blazing.
danger? It's just like the room in
It
the
looks like
trek now
just
that
one
I
of
think
those
about it.
Where the floor starts collapsing or something.
Alright, cutscene.
Yes. See,
Holy shit!
Oh, I love this song. You were talking about the music. I love this one too.
if you'd have played Uncharted 2, you should have known this had happened.
Or any game.
Oh my.
Holy fuck!
Well, this seems sort of extreme.
I must use my logic to get me out of this situation.
Fortunately, as we've already established, they practice sword
Whoa.
fighting. They practice sword fighting, so they know they wear the
Apparently
sword.
these swords are powerful enough to cut metal or something.
Anyone else notice that
Actually,
anyone
Theo,
else
they're
notice that
not.
Herschel?
Hold on. Go ahead, Jova.
Anyone else notice that Herschel had to pull his rapier out of a skull's head?
Yes. You know, for kids.
Dang.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Oh,
Except
Oh.
for his.
Reminds me of that scene in Uncharted 1 where Nate finds a skeleton and he's like, looks like this guy didn't make it. And then Sully's like, yeah, real tragedy. Check his wallet.
Oh, okay, puzzle time.
a puzzle? What?
We're gonna defeat them with the power of
game,
puzzles.
I'm not quite sure this is the time right now, but
Curcial
okay.
versus mummies.
These two mechanical mummies are moving in to attack Herschel. Luckily,
It speaks
he
in the third
spotted
person.
that the mummies can only move along the grooves in the tiled floor. Yes, I'm the rock now. Take full advantage of this and help Herschel get rid of the mummies by leading them into the pit. You'll need to get them to fall into the pit from the tile and meet. Ah! Oh, sorry, I was too busy reading the puzzle and Randall died.
All right. So to
This
move
music
Herschel,
is
which
the
is,
the one
oddly
surrounded
calm for a
currently.
scenario like this.
so basically what we do is we switch tiles. Basically, when we move a tile,
Okay.
when we touch a tile and then slide it, it switches places with the tile where we're moving it. So basically, we have to build a path in order to send the mummies into the hole.
Okay, sounds easy enough.
Simple.
Oh shit!
And again,
oh, shit.
and again, Sheepy Herschel is adorable.
Oh shit! I'm on a time limit.
This music seems oddly innocent for a situation like this.
Oh shit!
Too bad.
Isn't this the same puzzle theme that was used in Eternal Diva?
No, Shiroi, that was they actually used two different.
Hey, you're using the pause cheat.
Eternal Diva used a remix of both the Last Spectre puzzle theme and the Lost Future puzzle theme.
Oh, okay.
This one was made specifically for this game.
Oh,
You went right into the path of the mummy. Genius.
The tricky aspect about this puzzle is that not only do you have to do that, you also have to not only pay attention to both mummies, you have to also be careful with your timing because the mummies are always on the move. So obviously, it requires a lot of attention on your part. So if you want to solve this puzzle, you got to devote all your attention to this.
Oh
This-
yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
It's a test of
Beware the
Oh yeah, I love
curse.
this
it's a test of eye coordination, timing, and attention span, basically. So it can
And
take
maneuvering.
it can take and maneuvering. So it can take a few tries, especially if you're a first-time player.
I've had an idea.
What?
Yes.
Why don't I have the two mummies crash into each other and destroy the other?
Because they're good sword fighters, so apparently they would just parry the blades.
But that would work. We've seen a mummy destroy
Sorry,
the other before.
Layton, fencing's
Why don't we
not
just
that
do
easy.
that?
No, I should know. It isn't.
Why
Because
is
they're
it-
not the
why is it-
average mook
Why
who
is
would
it the
fall
most
for that.
obvious and easy solution that's never taken
There we go.
in these games?
Hold on. Okay, now that I took care of one mummy, for now on the puzzle becomes much easier. Now,
Yeah.
now it's a lot easier to dodge because since I have to pay attention to only one mummy, now it's much easier to dodge. Because remember, if I leave the pathway, if there's one particular pathway that leads to me, then and I don't notice it like I just did, I can actually get myself killed. But fortunately, this time I did it. So bye, mummy.
So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
I lied.
Remember, mummy, when I promised to kill you last?
I lied.
Sweet Jesus, you
Wait,
did
that reminds me.
I lied.
That reminds me. Did you hear that commercial where the little piggy cried wee 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 all the way home?
Oh yeah, I love this one.
Stupidest mechanical mummies ever.
The conveyor belt of doom.
Yes.
All right, puzzle antifreeze is now in your puzzle
This
index.
puzzle thing, isn't he?
Joe.
Come on, let's keep moving.
Let's get moving.
Let's get to work!
All right, so level 5.
Okay.
Literally.
Haha.
Roll credits.
Level B5, to be precise.
True.
I said roll
Don't
credits.
ruin it, Jova.
Sorry, Layton, not yet.
Wow, what's all this? They look like some kind of crystal. A shattered crystal.
Ha ha
It's gonna be like a more
ha.
shadowy
Shattered like the
Godzilla or
dreams for that
something.
franchise.
Well, that's sub-franchise anyway.
Those
At least in
blue
game form.
things.
Yeah.
I don't think they're worth much, you know.
You could
Valuable
be
or
wrong.
not, they're very pretty, but they're blocking the way. How are we going to get... Just walk around them, you dipshits!
Well, let's shatter them.
Let's smash them.
Actually, we can't because there are a couple
Let's
of
try
them blocking
shattering
the
them with
exit.
a well-aimed boulder. It can't be harder than smashing through those mummies.
Yes.
They're blocking-
Herschel
the-
Layton settles his
You
match.
can't, you can't move them apart because they're blocking the way, as you'll see. Hold on. Jova? Jova?
Dun, 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 dun,
We need to
dun,
set
dun,
the boulder
dun.
rolling? Hey, wait! I think we can do it, Randall.
How?
Suddenly
You're gonna
mute.
pull it?
I already said it.
You know we didn't hear you.
You cut out probably. Anyway, whatever. Alright,
Right.
first let's see what's... so there you go, seed whips, it's blocking our path, we can't get out.
Yeah, well, I
Just
mean, I
wish the
didn't cut
camera
out
were a
since
bit
my
further
recorder's still
pulled
going, but the
back.
call sounds a bit murky now.
I just wish the camera would pull back a little bit more.
Sure,
at that
sure.
point.
Alright, basic... Actually, I don't remember what my thought process was. Oh yeah, there you go, I was trying to plan out the pushing out the
Randall,
boulder.
I think we seem to be travelling in circles.
No, it's strategic thinking.
There we go.
Feel dizzy.
Yay.
Ha! Tiresome crystal, you are defeated.
No.
Are you talking to the broken crystal that can't hear you? That was quite effective.
See? See? Try and you'll be rewarded. With the right attitude, you can overcome anything. And if you ever do get stuck, just ask me for advice.
I'll remember.
Sort of like an Ace Attorney Investigations.
Right attitude. Are we in the 90s?
Hashtag 90s, bro.
Dude, you had to be so radical.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Also,
another
Dude, that was totally gnarly.
Okay, so... Now that... Let's see. Push here.
Okay,
Basically, a good, these puzzles come across as a mixture of both Zelda and the Pokemon cave puzzles, where we push blocks to put them in
Yeah.
holes and stuff like that. Yeah. All right.
Not that one in particular, but yeah, you get the idea.
And now it's time to shatter some more crystals.
Yay!
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, we need to think of more crystal puns now because. Yeah.
Why?
Pedro,
Layton? These are as Layton. These are as smashing as your roll and smash.
Very funny.
Whenever that'll be.
One of my
at this
favorite
rate,
living dolls can make crystals.
Layton, the answers to puzzles are always crystal clear.
Okay, that's it. Crystal puns are now banned.
You're the one
Mine
who
was that
started
bad.
it.
They're banned.
Oh,
What's going?
does Crystal from Star Fox use crystal?
Nonsense.
Yeah.
There are only 5. Look, that probably shows us which one to use. Unless it's some sort of trickery thing.
We'll see, won't we?
Okay.
Oh, hey.
More puzzles.
What's the worst that could happen?
Randall, you know you're setting yourself up for disaster.
Keys?
Also, hi Ace at the bottom. In front of the door are 5 stone snakes, each coiled around a key. There's also a plaque depicting a key. Only one snake's key matches the one on the plaque, and that key will open the door. Which snake holds the correct key? Select from A, B, C, D, and E, and then A and then D, which will probably signify Randall's fate.
Whichever snake is the most solid of them.
Seriously though, this game, I know we've already prophesied his fate by this point, but even so, the kind of what's the word for it?
Oh my god, Pedro! Dwibs is being possessed by that yokai that left to spoil everything. That's why he's being possessed about it.
Wait, Dwibs, you're being possessed by Netta Ballerina?
Who?
The yokai.
Yes, he is.
Netta Ballerina is a legendary yokai that whoever's possessed by her wants to spoil every plot point to everybody of movies, games, and shit.
So that explains the people who are
She
spoiling
spoils
Force
her own
Awakens.
appearance in the series.
Yes. Oh yeah, trust me, Dwibs. Well, I mean, when Force Awakens came out, Netta Ballerina had a field day. Trust me.
Okay.
I have it, Herschel. This is the key.
No, don't!
The key to what?
No,
There we
Randall,
go.
don't!
Well, that was a bit of an anticlimax. What a faff just to open the door.
All of this
Don't you
to
see?
open a door.
That made a
secret
boring door into a mysterious door. The Azra had a real sense of dramatic build-up.
Actually, I
you
thought...
There's a
want
payoff
to
maybe
build up
question.
and the
Actually-
fucking demon wall coming out of it.
Actually, Randall, that door was still kind of boring, so sorry, the Azrans don't win this round.
Oh well, you know
But
what?
remember, we had to use a solid snake. But remember, Herschel, we had to use the key from one of those solid snakes in order to open it. There lies in the
I
true
told you to knock
mystery.
it off with the puns, Randall.
Yeah.
It happens.
No, you said crystal puns. You'll have to be more
Okay,
specific there.
All
chap.
puns are banned.
Basically,
Too late.
Darkstar,
Those-
what I was trying to
that's my
tell you way
power.
before is that one of my favorite lines so far, at least for the whole Layton series so
Writing
far,
your power.
because I only technically played and seen only Curious Village, Lost Future, and this game so far. One of the best lines I've seen so far is in Curious Village when Luke and Layton are basically walking around, and then they start immediately get chased by a remote control Ferris wheel. Yes, just roll with it.
Yeah.
And the best lines we can come up with is Luke saying, "Yes, Professor, that thing is chasing us," and he's all like, "That's preposterous."
Honestly, considering the prequel trilogy, I was surprised that I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, heck of the prequel trilogy. In one of the games, you literally play God with someone's life.
Yes.
Look at the mummies over there. We've not seen any like that before. What's their power level say?
What? Do you know what they are? I don't have a power level
over
meter,
nine-
sorry.
It's over 9.0.
check the yokai wiki or the Pokedex or whatever you have.
We don't get a good reception down here.
Yes.
What kind of reception is there in the afterlife?
No, Shiroi. He's talking about we're in the.
Oh,
we're,
Shiroi, it's actually funny you say that.
Remember,
In a book that I read, Thanatos is able to get internet on his iPad.
Remember, Shiroi, he's talking about the dungeon.
It's called interference.
Remember,
Shiroi.
remember, Shiroi, we're 5 floors underground. So
Yeah, what was Fang saying in Final Fantasy 13? It's called interference. Yelling at it doesn't work.
yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, so yeah, you know, we all know. Okay, the difference with the blue mummies is that they actually walk two. It's not that. That's the later ones. Okay, never mind. I was okay. Basically, the blue mummies are a bit faster.
Gonna go fast.
Just like the blue dark nuts.
Basically, I screwed myself
Gotta
up,
go,
so
gotta
I
go,
started
gotta
the
go right
puzzle.
now. Gotta go.
Basically, I screwed myself up, so I had to restart.
All right. Randall, I get a weird feeling of deja vu here.
Don't you mean deja vu?
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
fucking pronunciation.
I said deja vu.
The dreams, just because
You
you
sort
haven't
of
conquered
pronounced it
France doesn't
wrong.
mean you have to pretend the pronunciation of those words doesn't happen.
But that's what I said.
Basically, I'm thinking right now, so
Oh my god, I'm supposed to be a brilliant professor in training, and yet I can't pronounce deja vu right.
Well, you're a British
Oh.
professor in training.
Society is doomed.
Oh well.
Not quite.
You know,
You're
these
not as
mummies-
bad as that professor or doctor over in France.
You know, these mummies really could finish me off right now.
But that wouldn't be.
Oh,
but,
you
but
said
that,
remember, they're
Whatever
programmed
has
to
an
move a
incredibly
certain number of
British accent.
spaces. Therefore, you have the ability to somehow lead them to their dooms.
well, Professor, that wouldn't be fair now, would it?
But they're robots. I don't think they have the concept of being fair.
And
But
in the
remember,
early
they were
cutscene, it looked
programmed
like
as
they
such.
Jumped down that hole.
Also, they're dumb. I went up here, not that far away from them, and then they suddenly can't find me. They're like the Daleks, and when I go up the stairs, they're hopeless. Well, the
Remember,
Daleks. Well,
Harris,
Daleks.
they were
Until
doing
the new
something
series,
more.
when
Actually-
they start developing
actually-
jetpacks.
Actually, no, they had the jetpacks in the original series as well.
Oh.
But remember, Hirsch, these mummies were built eons ago. What was considered smart back then isn't quite considered smart now.
You started thinking that now? What do you think I've been doing all this time? Staying safe is our top priority.
And yet you're 5 levels underground, being chased by robotic
Yours,
mummies.
perhaps.
Remember, Shiroi, Layton himself regrets ever not stopping him. So yeah.
I don't know what awaits us, but I enjoy the thrill out of it. The mystery.
We're not archaeologists. We're just kids. Didn't you say this was the last time we go exploring anyway?
I guess he wanted to make it a big adventure?
So what? It's now that matters. You have to live in the now. Come on.
Jesus Christ, you're as stupid as an adrenaline junkie.
You know what
You're
this
gonna
reminds
regret
me?
that
A
line
I'm not saying
later.
movie.
adrenaline
You know
junkies
that,
are all
right?
stupid, but you're as stupid as the most stupidest ones.
You know what
Yes,
this reminds me of?
I
Movie,
think
a
you
horror
understood
movie I
that
saw
question.
last year's New Year's Eve. Yes, it was called As Above, So Below, and basically narrates about people trying to explore some crypts under the city of Paris. But basically, the more they go deeper, the more they start to basically become insane, and eventually stumbles into mystical, hellish stuff.
Right. Do you really
Sounds
think we're going to
interesting.
find it in a place so huge?
Shiroi, the downside is it's a found footage movie.
So the visit was a found footage.
Okay.
It's
That was
not
alright.
well implemented, and some parts that's supposed to be scary are kind of hilarious.
Which movie are you talking about again?
More
As
entertainment,
above,
I
so
guess.
below.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Anyway, I don't want to stop at the Mask of Chaos. There's
Roll credits.
much more to be found. What? Roll credits? It's Miracle Mask, not Mask of Chaos.
I swear it's called Mask of Chaos in another region, but I'm not entirely sure.
It might be because Layton has this
The
history
Italian title is the same, Miracle Mask.
Oh.
But we know that Lost Future. We know that games 2 and 3 have different titles depending on America or
I
Britain.
don't know. I keep telling you, I don't even like archaeology that much. I hate tombs.
Listen, this must remain a secret, but once I'm a bona fide archaeologist, I intend to ask Angela
That's
Cherry.
a bit out of nowhere.
I knew it. He wants to marry Angela, but he conveniently dies so the other guy gets her.
So please,
Dwebs, let's
please
just
help me make this expedition a
Dwebs,
success.
I'm not gonna spoil the ending of this game for you, but let me just tell you right now, you're not seeing the full picture. Trust me, there's something else behind Henry's actions.
Suppose I can't help.
Let me put it like this, Dwibs. Remember how in Final Fantasy VII you thought the plot was going one specific way, but then it turned out to be the exact opposite? Well, this isn't quite nearly a 180, but it's at least a 90-degree angle change of sorts.
Yeah, trust me, Dwebs. There's something more going on. Anyway,
All right,
We will go through more confusing puzzles in the next part.
Okay. Before we end the part, I'm going to say my prediction so that we're all crystal clear on it.
go ahead.
I reckon that the whole him being trapped there was a deliberate ploy by what's his name again?
Henry.
By Henry to kill him because he's the butler, just so that he can marry.
Remember,
just so he
Dwebs.
can marry Angela instead and have an entire empire to himself.
Two things, Dwebs. One, they've already did the it was the butler all along thing in the last game, and second, you're completely off.
I'm more baffled. I know this is a flashback segment, but I'm more a bit, should I say, puzzled. No pun intended. By the fact, you told me that in the prequel trilogy, there's the consistent presence of this guy, the one in the movie with the giant robot, Skull.
Dascole.
Yeah, but so far I haven't seen him.
Actually, believe it or not, Theo, you've seen him already. You just don't know. You just don't know yet.
I
don't
literally
know
don't
yet.
know yet. See you for the next part. I
See you,
guess.
everybody.